society constantly pushes a crushing narrative. You are told from a young age that you must find one grand, specific destiny to have a meaningful life. This modern obsession with finding your true purpose leaves millions feeling lost, ordinary, and fundamentally broken. People spend years taking personality tests, attending workshops, and agonizing over what they are supposed to do with their time on Earth. This relentless search for specialness creates severe anxiety. It feels exactly like carrying a heavy 100-pound weight of future expectations on your back every single day. In this video, we will dismantle the fear of being useless. We will explore how the ancient text of the Bhagavad Gita provides a profound path to liberation through completely normal daily actions. Later in this breakdown, the specific action-based secret of karma yoga that instantly removes the heavy burden of future expectations will be revealed. We are deeply conditioned to believe we need a unique, world-changing purpose. Social media feeds are filled with entrepreneurs and influencers claiming they have found their ultimate calling. This creates massive psychological pressure. It makes you feel like an absolute failure if you simply work a standard job, raise a family, and live a quiet life. The ego loves the concept of a grand life purpose. It uses this idea as just another metric to judge and condemn you. If you are not saving the world or building a massive empire, the mind whispers that you are wasting your potential. You begin to view your current, ordinary life as an annoying waiting room. You convince yourself that your real life will begin once you finally discover your special mission. This is a trap. If your worth is not tied to a grand, highly visible achievement, where does true spiritual value actually come from? The ancient sages measured success with a completely different standard. They did not care about what you achieved in the eyes of the world. They cared entirely about the state of awareness from which you operated. The ancient text of the Bhagavad Gita directly addresses this paralyzing crisis of purpose. The story centers on Arjuna, a warrior completely paralyzed by the overwhelming pressure of his duty and the search for the right action on the battlefield. He is terrified of making the wrong choice and ruining his future. Lord Krishna does not tell Arjuna to follow his bliss or find his passion. Instead, he delivers one of the most radical spiritual teachings ever recorded. Krishna instructs him to act fiercely, but without any attachment to the fruits of his labor. Krishna states, "You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty." This ancient wisdom destroys the need for a special destiny. It shifts the spiritual focus entirely from what you are doing to how you are doing it. You are asked to drop the heavy demand for success, recognition, or a specific outcome. This method is called karma yoga. It is the practice of doing your daily tasks flawlessly, but offering the results completely to the universe. You do the hard work, but you drop the desperate demand for a specific reward. Whether you are sweeping a floor that is 10 feet wide or running a massive global company, the spiritual weight of the action is identical when it is completely surrendered. The ego insists that the CEO is doing something more important than the street sweeper. The sage sees that both actions are exactly the same if performed with total presence and zero attachment. Swami Vivekananda explained this perfectly by stating, "Every action is an act of worship." When you stop demanding that your job provides you with an identity, the anxiety of being ordinary shatters. Every mundane task becomes a direct vehicle for awakening. Washing the dishes, driving to work, and paying the bills are no longer obstacles to your spiritual life. They are the exact material of your liberation. The seeker obsessed with finding their purpose is always living in the future. They are forever waiting for a magical moment of clarity that will finally make them feel complete. They miss the reality that is unfolding right in front of them. True liberation is found right now in the absolute surrender of ordinary actions. There is profound peace in being nobody special. When you no longer need to be a main character in a grand cosmic drama, you can finally relax into the simple joy of existing. You do not need a world-changing mission to experience deep, unshakable peace. Stop looking for a grand destiny. Bring total awareness and non-attachment to the exact normal life you are living today. The ultimate spiritual achievement is simply chopping wood and carrying water with a mind completely free of future demands.